Welcome back to our channel, guys. Today we're diving deep into the life and ideas of one of the greatest minds in history, Auguste Comte, the father of positivism. Ever wondered where sociology really started? Or how one man's vision changed? The way we look at science, society, and even religion? Stick around, because this is a story full of genius, struggle, and revolutionary ideas that shaped modern thought. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into history's greatest thinkers. The story of Auguste Comte, a life of ideas. It was the end of the 18th century, and the world was changing fast. Revolutions were shaking nations, old institutions were crumbling, and a new era of reason was emerging. In the city of Montpellier, France, a child was born who would one day become one of the greatest intellectuals of all time. Isidore Auguste Marie François Xavier Comte. Quite a name, huh? But history would remember him simply as Auguste Comte. Born on January 19, 1798, Comte grew up in a world that had just seen the French Revolution, a time of immense political upheaval and transformation. His parents were deeply Catholic and monarchist, but young Auguste had a rebellious spirit. By the time he was a teenager, he had already started questioning the old ways of thinking. At just 16 years old, he entered the École Polytechnique, a prestigious school known for its rigorous scientific training. But Comte wasn't just interested in equations and experiments. He wanted to understand society itself. Why did people behave the way they did? Why did nations rise and fall? What laws governed human progress? These questions haunted him, and they would define his entire life's work. But life wasn't easy for Comte. He struggled with financial hardships, mental health issues, and even a failed marriage. Yet, through all of this, he remained dedicated to his intellectual journey, formulating ideas that would change the course of philosophy forever. The philosophy of positivism. Oh, what exactly did Comte believe? His philosophy, known as positivism, was built on the idea that human knowledge progresses in stages. He identified three key stages of societal evolution: the theological stage. In this stage, people explained the world through myths, gods, and supernatural forces. Everything was attributed to divine intervention. The metaphysical stage. Here, abstract concepts and philosophical reasoning took over, but explanations were still based on vague ideas rather than concrete evidence. The scientific positive stage. This was the highest form of knowledge, one based on observation, experimentation, and logical reasoning. Comte argued that humanity must embrace science and empirical methods to truly progress. Comte also believed in a science of society, which he called sociology, a term he actually invented. He saw it as the ultimate science, one that could help us understand and improve human society in the same way physics helps us understand the natural world. Famous quotes by Auguste Comte. Know yourself to improve yourself. Comte believed that self-awareness and knowledge were the keys to human progress. From science comes prediction. From prediction comes action. Science wasn't just about knowledge. It was about using that knowledge to change the world. Love as a principle, order as a foundation, progress as a goal. This became the motto of positivism, emphasizing human connection, stability, and advancement. Humanity is always greater than the individual. Society, according to Comte, was more important than personal desires. To reorganize society, we must first understand its laws. Sociology wasn't just academic, it was practical. And 95 more quotes with explanations. Comte's legacy. How his ideas shaped the world. Comte's influence can be seen in modern sociology, scientific methodology, and even secular humanism. His vision of a rational, structured, and scientifically driven society paved the way for thinkers like Emile Durkheim and Karl Marx. Though some of his later ideas, like the religion of humanity, were controversial, his fundamental belief in progress through science remains deeply relevant today. And that's a wrap on Auguste Comte, the man who gave us positivism and shaped modern sociology. What do you guys think? Does his vision of a scientifically organized society still hold up today? Let's chat in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe for more philosophy and history content. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and stay positive. Auguste Comte's Books and Summaries, Course of Positive Philosophy, Cours de Philosophie Positive. This 6-volume work, published between 1830 and 1842, lays the foundation of Comte's positivist philosophy. He argues that human thought evolves through 3 stages: the theological stage. Early humans explain natural phenomena through supernatural forces and deities. The metaphysical stage. Abstract concepts and philosophical reasoning replace gods, but explanations remain speculative rather than scientific. The positive, scientific stage. Society embraces empirical observation, experimentation, and scientific reasoning to understand the world. Comte applies this law of 3 stages to all fields of knowledge, including physics, chemistry, biology, and sociology. He sees sociology as the most advanced science, capable of improving human society through rational analysis and organization. This work is crucial in the development of sociology as a distinct academic discipline. A general view of positivism, Discours sur l'esprit positif, published in 1844, this book serves as a more accessible introduction to Comte's ideas. He argues that positivism is not just a scientific method, but a comprehensive worldview that should replace religious and metaphysical thinking in every aspect of life. He envisions a future where science governs politics, morality, and social organization, leading to a more stable and progressive society. Comte also introduces the idea of a scientific elite, philosophers and sociologists who should guide society instead of traditional rulers and clergy. He insists that knowledge must be applied to serve humanity, not just for intellectual pursuits. System of Positive Polity, Système de Politique Positive. This 4-volume work, published between 1851 and 1854, expands Comte's philosophy into a complete social and political doctrine. He develops the concept of the religion of humanity, which replaces supernatural beliefs with a secular morality-based system grounded in reason and altruism. Comte proposes a new social order led by intellectual and scientific elites rather than traditional political leaders. He argues that individuals should dedicate themselves to the well-being of others, altruism, and he envisions a structured society where love, order, and progress are the guiding principles. He also introduces a new social hierarchy, scientists and philosophers as intellectual leaders, industrialists and business leaders as economic organizers, workers, and general citizens, contributing to societal stability. The book reflects Comte's later shift from pure science to social reform and moral philosophy. Catechism of Positive Religion, Catechisme Positiviste. Published in 1852, this book presents Comte's Religion of Humanity in a structured format, resembling a religious catechism. It includes a dialogue between a believer and a skeptic, explaining the principles of positivist morality, social duty, and the importance of love and service to others. Comte outlines rituals, ceremonies, and even a calendar dedicated to great historical figures such as Socrates, Dante, and Galileo. He believes that traditional religions should be replaced by a human-centered ethical system where people express devotion not to a god, but to humanity itself. The book emphasizes moral education and emotional development, arguing that reason alone is not enough for social cohesion. Human emotions and ethical responsibility must also be cultivated. The Subjective Synthesis, La Synthèse Subjective, published in 1856, this was Comte's final work, attempting to integrate all his philosophical, scientific, and moral ideas into a single unified system. He argues that objective scientific knowledge must be balanced with subjective human emotions, ethics, and aesthetics. He develops a vision of a structured society where scientific rationality coexists with moral and artistic sensibilities. The book suggests that intellectual and emotional aspects of life must be harmonized to achieve true human progress. Comte also refines his religion of humanity, proposing new rituals and institutions to promote social unity. He insists that society should cultivate a sense of collective belonging through shared values, traditions, and scientific guidance. Auguste Comte's works collectively establish positivism as both a philosophical system and a social reform movement. His ideas laid the groundwork for modern sociology, influenced thinkers like Emile Durkheim and John Stuart Mill, and contributed to discussions on the relationship between science, morality, and society. While his later works leaned toward quasi-religious ideas, his core philosophy remains a significant influence in social science and positivist thought.